This is Owen's audience.
Between 1948 and 1949, the United States and Allies flew supplies into the blockaded city of Berlin. This gave hope to the people of Berlin during a trying time. For the U.S., it showed we would not give in to the Soviet menace. This is the story of America's finest hour. In 1948, Germany was under occupation by the Allied powers of World War II. The country was divided between the United States, Great Britain, France, and the Soviet Union. The city of Berlin was also split between the great powers. However, the city was completely surrounded by the Soviet sector. After their common enemy in Germany was defeated, the uneasy alliance between the democratic powers and the communist Soviet Union began to fall apart, leading to the Soviets blocking all rail and road access to Berlin. Trains delivering 15,000 tons of food and fuel every day to the city were cut off, leaving 2.1 million people without basic needs to survive. To top it off, the recent war had left many homeless living on the streets. The Soviet demands were simple. The US and Allies would give over their sectors of Berlin, and the Soviets would feed the city. American President Harry Truman was advised to withdraw his forces from Berlin and hand the city to the Soviets. However, he boldly responded, "We stay in Berlin, period." While General Lucas Clay, an American air marshal, claimed, "The Russians are trying to put on the final pressure, but they cannot drive us out of Berlin by any action short of war." He called for an airlift to supply all of Berlin. His ambitious plan was met by much approval by the Americans, but nothing of this size had ever successfully been pulled off. The problem was the current airfields in Berlin had been destroyed in the recent war. Not enough planes could land in the city to feed the millions of people. Another problem was the approaching winter, when coal would have to be shipped in to heat the city. To fix this, 2 entire airfields had to be constructed to land planes heading to Berlin. In just 2 months, the air bases were built, and soon hundreds of planes landed every hour. Pilots from all over the world came to aid in the airlift. Many of them had firebombed Berlin just 3 years before. Working long shifts in the air, many airmen nearly passed out from exhaustion. From June 1948 to September 1949, pilots worked through the harsh winter, delivering over 2 million tons of food, coal, and supplies to the people of Berlin. The Soviets had blocked trains of food and fuel in an effort to force the Americans to surrender the city. They hoped, after this sign of Western weakness, to spread their influence over the rest of Germany, Italy, and even France. They believed the United States would be powerless to stop them. However, in an act of defiance, the U.S. refused to give in. By doing so, won the support of the German people. In May 1949, the Soviets gave in, opening up rail access to Berlin. While the airlift would continue until September, this was a huge political victory for America and proved we could stand up to the Soviets, leading to the Cold War.
Owen's audience.
Yeah. Very, very good. Very informative. I'd give you an